Thursday.
Good morning. Happy Thursday.
Good morning. Oh, great to see your smiling face as always, Heather.
You too.
Well, I guess we saw each other yesterday, which was nice for lunch. And I thought about this a little bit, and this might play into the topic of today, actually.
Oh,
So,
funny.
What's up?
I said funny how that works. Real life examples.
Yeah. So, welcome to Thoughts for Thursday. This is our once a month that we do, just 15-ish minutes. I say ish because we tend to go a little bit longer, but we try to keep it nice and short as we know we're all busy. This is live, unfiltered, uncut, and it's just as much for you as it is for us. And quite honestly, it's also nice for me and Heather to be able to reconnect and get together. And we're going to continue this month with our theme, which is a lot of fun, which is the restaurant theme. And one of us actually worked more front of the house, and one of us worked more back of the house when it comes to restaurants. I guess the back of the house was a little unique on my side because mine was rocking, but
Yes.
And I couldn't leave it even if I wanted to at the time. But
man.
All right, so let's jump into it. So Heather, so I'm Jack Holder, and this is
Heather Sims.
And we've both been in the insurance industry for many years now, and we're very excited to talk about today's topic, which is, drum roll,
the secret sauce.
The secret sauce.
Yes. I love this one because I feel like all the different pieces of my life come together to really speak a story, that is the same across different industries in a way. But my husband and I are foodies. We definitely like to eat, especially my husband. And it's funny because he's gotten into really wanting to try different fried chicken sandwiches, right? That's kind of the thing. A lot of places have a different fried chicken sandwich, so he's kind of become a connoisseur of that. And surprisingly enough, he's told me that to him, the biggest difference, whether he's doing the fried chicken sandwiches or fish burritos from the Mexican food places, is really the sauce that they put in. And it speaks so much to what we're doing today because, when you have things that are very similar, oftentimes it's that one differentiator that makes someone coming back to Popeye's Chicken for their chicken sandwich, right? Or Shake Shack. Love for people to share what your favorite chicken sandwich is. Maybe I'll share it with Dennis as well. But that secret sauce makes all the difference and has him going back to Vallarta for that fish burrito that's very similar to Miliano's, but why he goes there and keeps them receiving that business over and over again.
So you're saying the secret sauce can make all the difference?
Yes.
It can make or break a chicken sandwich, right?
Right. Or a fish burrito, yes.
Or a fish burrito, or really whatever it is. Or right here, we talk a lot about salsa, which is the sauce. And we actually go to one of our favorite Mexican restaurants because my wife loves their verde salsa, the green salsa. And she always wants me to go there, and we come back with a ton of it because she loves the sauce.
Right. But I bet that the food that's there is still really good. It's not crappy food. She just goes for the sauce. It's just that that sauce enhances what she's getting when she goes there. Because at the end of the day, no matter how great your sauce is, if the base is not solid, then no one's going to want it, right? And so I think that's why we kind of liken this to the benefits world. We understand that you have to have the base right? The core benefits need to be the right fit. They need to have the right design. And you need to have that base there before you even think about a secret sauce.
So let's start with this. So how are benefits and a meal the same? How do they actually correlate, and why do we even choose this topic?
Right. Well, I mean, of course, when you're going out to eat at a restaurant, You have a variety of things you can choose from, and you're typically guided by someone that knows what they're saying, knows what they're doing, knows the menu, knows how to guide you. And you have your main entrees is really generally the first thing that you're looking at. What do I want for my meal? And we kind of liken that to the health insurance, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's really the core of the benefit package for most situations. And then you start to look at what sides do I want to go with this, especially if you're thinking of like a high-end steakhouse, right? Where you like spend $50 just for the steak, and then you have to spend another 20 on each of the sides, and you got to pick them. And so, we kind of liken the side dishes more to some of the ancillary products that can be offered, such as dental or vision, sometimes even some life insurance and things of that nature, right?
Mm-hmm. So the main course, which would be medical, right? Everything should revolve around that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So if we're choosing the steak, now the sides are going to correlate. If we're choosing fish, it's probably going to look like that, or pasta, or whatever it is. And it's also going to be based off of the experience that you're expecting. So a high-end restaurant is going to provide something very different than your fast food restaurant. But the main course is still the main course. And then you have your ancillary, which is the sides. And then the last main part for us is the secret sauce. So what's the sauce in the middle? What makes all the difference? And I wanted to share the experience that we had yesterday, Heather. So yeah, actually, where did we go yesterday?
We went to a barbecue place I've been wanting to go to up the street from my house for quite a while now.
Yeah, a little hole in the wall, never been there. I guess it's actually a little bigger than a hole in the wall.
But it's an independent place. It's not a big chain.
Independent place. And I can tell they prided themselves on the sauce because we all got something different. I got the brisket sandwich, I remember. And I asked them they brought out 3 different sauces for me. And the sauce that I chose was the spicy barbecue. But all of them were great. But the sandwich itself, the smoked brisket with the spicy barbecue was amazing. Without it, it was okay. But with that sauce, it made all the difference in the world. And I liken that back to the voluntary benefits, or as we call them, enhanced, where it's meant to enhance their current benefits. It's not meant to replace. So I'm not going to eat the sauce by itself, Heather. I'm not going to lick the ranch by itself. Sorry. But I mean, it could be that good, right?
It could be.
But really, it's meant to work together in concert with each other. And that's how voluntary benefits or enhanced benefits should be too. It should really enhance the medical. And if done correctly, the right sauces with the right main course, you're going to have a beautiful meal. Now, the other thing I was thinking about just really fast on that is you want to make sure that they work together. So we're probably not going to go to the barbecue place and bring out wasabi sauce to put on. Now, it might be okay. There might be 1 or 2 people that like it, but we have to try to create the menu based on the masses or that population, the majority of individuals, not on the minority, right?
Right. And that's why oftentimes when you go places and you get a meal, the chef has crafted it to be the best sauce to go with that steak or whatever it is, right? They generally don't say, oh, pick your sauce of 6 different ones, because they know it's going to complement it. You can maybe ask for a second side of sauce, but they know what complements it. And again, just kind of folding this all together, that extra sauce can really be the difference of what brings someone, to that restaurant, or what additional value is seen in offering, the extra voluntary or enhanced benefits that go along with that. When, especially down here in San Diego, there's we're again likening it to the restaurants. There's so many restaurants out there, and there's so many that are similar. So again, it gives some differentiation. And the other piece that's interesting, if you think about it, is sometimes we don't always know the secret sauce is there for us.
Right? Yep.
If you think of something like an In-N-Out, how long did it take you for someone to tell you, hey, they got this animal style thing, that they do things a little differently. Or, the server saying, hey, I see you like spicy stuff. Let me bring you our spicy barbecue sauce, because that's probably something that you'll like. And sometimes we don't even know how much better it can be with the secret sauce enhancing that until someone gives that to us. So again, I kind of liken that to the voluntary benefit world. Sometimes people don't even know what they're missing until the person who knows better and can give solid recommendations actually recommends that specific thing. And then they realize, oh my gosh, I've been missing out my whole life. So yeah.
Well, and it's having enough sauces, or in our case, enough options on the enhanced benefit side to allow employees to pick and choose what they want, because some will want multiple sauces or multiple benefits, and some won't want any at all.
Right.
And that's okay. But if it's not offered, Heather, can they get it?
Nope.
Yeah, I say not really. I mean, they could bring in their own, or in our case, they might be able to go directly somewhere and get some of these benefits, but it's not going to be the same experience. It's not working together, right?
Right.
So, but the sauce can make all the difference, or it can make or break a meal. But without the sauce, you don't really know what you're missing until you know. So I didn't know I was missing the spicy barbecue until I had it.
Exactly. Well, and she didn't lead with that, right? That's the other piece. I mean, generally not leading with the sauce, right? So, we talk about, again, if we're liking it to the benefit world and voluntary or enhanced benefits, when is that secret sauce introduced? Generally, unless there's a huge pain point that comes up and that's the main one, typically that's not what is being led with. It's establishing the meal and then bringing that in to enhance it and to show how it enhances it all together, again, as part of the meal and not just something extra that you're doing or eating on the side here that doesn't complement it.
No, that makes sense. What are some of the places that have some best sauce out there? I know we're probably going back into this, but one of the ones that comes to mind for me is Red Robin's. I love their menu of sauces, but they have the server usually will suggest which ones go with what.
Yeah. And I love it when they actually let you get multiple sauces. So like Chick-fil-A, they'll let you get a couple different sauces for your nuggets if you want them, and they don't upcharge you. Or I think of like a kebab shop is another one where they have 3 or 4 different sauces you can get on your own. And so those are the couple that come to my mind first.
Yep. So, oh my gosh, it's almost been 15 minutes. A lot of sauce talk.
Sauce talk.
But the reason why we chose this one is, I just wanted to reiterate before we close out, is benefits are important. Just like a meal, you need to figure out what the main course is first. Then you add the sides, and then you figure out what the secret sauce is to make it all come together. And it's okay if you don't offer the secret sauce, but how much better of an experience can it be if done properly? Right.
What could be the difference between them working with that agency or another?
Yep. Or more importantly, going back to them, staying with them.
Right. So the return business in the restaurant, right? Yeah, the restaurant doesn't want the customer once, they want the return customer, and they're doing things to differentiate themselves sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it's a lot of sauce talk, and
it is. I know Jack eats right. It's making me hungry.
Where are we gonna go eat now, Heather?
Yeah, I've been thinking. I'm like, we need to find a place. But so hopefully this kind of helps draw some parallels to things we know, especially for us foodies and all our sauce talk here. But
so I'm gonna throw out one last thing to finish is make sure that you're adding the secret sauce to your benefit package. If you don't have the time to do it, or you don't have an internal team, make sure you partner with somebody. There's many people to partner with. You can go direct to one carrier. You can partner with an agency like ours, or similar to what we do, where we go and can shop all the carriers, or you can just not offer any whatsoever, or try to shop all the carriers yourself. So there's a few different options that you have. The biggest key is take your first step and figure out what works for you. One of the things that I found that doesn't work or works the worst is being reactive instead of proactive. So take action. And if you think you might get to it, but you think you might not, you're probably not going to. So make sure you find your partner. We're big believers in partnerships. That's what we're here for. Hope this brought a little value. Hope it made you a little bit hungry. And I look forward to seeing you next month. Feel free to reach out to either Heather or myself if you have any questions.
And join us next month. As you said, we'll have part 3 of this 3-part series on restaurants. I believe we're talking a little bit about the actual experience itself outside of what we're eating. So make sure to join us next month for that. And thanks for joining us today. Have a good one.